Welcome to this video. My name's Christine from Maths Heroes, and I was looking at some anchor charts that were in some assignments that I was marking. And when you're looking at 18, 9 and 2 and looking at the relationship between them, you can see here I've got a unit of 9 which I've used twice to get to 18, and now 4, 5, 6, 7. I can put in a unit of 2 9 times to get to 18. I can scale it by a factor of 9 or multiply it by a factor of 9. So these are the manipulatives that I use, and I would normally draw a box and I would put in the box 18, and half of 18 is 9 if I was talking about that sort of thing. But when I'm talking about an anchor chart, I would question whether it's in a triangle or a rectangle or a circle as to how useful that actually is. So if I've got 18 and I'm looking at units, so normally when I'm looking at place value, I'd look at a unit of 10 and then I would count 8 ones. But when we think multiplicatively, we're thinking in different sized units, including 1s and 10s, but also 9s and 2s and all sorts of things. So if I was putting that on a number line, I would do from 0 to 18. I know that 9 would be halfway. I've got to add another 9. To me, adding a 1 and then an 8 is friendly because that gets me to 10, and 10 plus 8 is 18. If I was thinking about the 2s, I would have this, and I would be able to mimic the 2s unit that I was counting with the blocks, and I would be able to say 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and I would be able to do that on the number line as well. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Students can now see and say it and not have to memorize it. They can actually understand what's going on here. So whether I've got 2 scaled by a factor of 9 to give me 18, 2 multiplied by 9, 9 groups of 2 to give me 18, that's in the pictures. And whether I'm doing division to work out the size of the group or how many groups, it doesn't matter. If I was sharing it into 2 equal groups, each group would contain 9. If I was sharing with giving each group 2, I would be able to do that 9 times. So here, 18 divided by 9, well, if I was doing a group size of 9, I would be able to do that twice. If I was sharing it into 9 equal groups, each group would have 2 in it. So I question when you're making your own anchor charts and so on, consider what images you're putting on there and whether they're actually helping your students to understand. So when I use my multiplicative thinking blocks, I can literally just turn them over and students can see that 2 9s, 9 2s, it's all the same. And I honestly question whether this really does help our students to understand any sort of relationship between 18, 9 and 2, when sometimes they've been asked to do this part whole and they might have done a 10 and an 8. So be discerning about the visuals that you use that actually help and support your students to think about the mathematics that they're doing. Remember, every one of our students is a maths hero. If you get any feedback, I would love to hear it as always. Look forward to seeing you in the next video, and thanks for watching. Bye for now.